Hey, this is Byron, and I want to talk about I'm watching a lot of videos on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and other platforms as well. And there's a lot of opinions out there, especially women talking very negatively about men, and men are talking very negatively about women. Now, I'm talking about basically the teenage age, like between 18 and 25, probably like that, and probably more. Probably when they get older too. Um, when you when you want to get to know someone, first of all, everything starts with the Bible. I was watching this young girl talk on a video on TikTok. Her name is Keisha. And by the way, Keisha, you make a lot of sense. Everything starts with the Bible. People just need to read the Bible. And we wouldn't have all these problems if they follow what the Bible says. The Bible, all these questions and these insults and things that people are making towards each other, men are making towards women and women are making towards men, the answer is right in the Bible. First of all, men, I'm going to start with this. Before you get married, say you want to take a woman out on a date. And a lot of women got problems with this. They feel that a man should take them to a five-star restaurant and things like that and something very expensive. A lot of women say this. Of course, I'm not talking about all women. I'm talking about a lot of young women has said this on the videos. You can watch the videos on TikTok, YouTube, or everything. You'll know what I'm saying when you watch those videos. Ooh, it's some really harsh words said. That man ain't bleep bleep and man is about bleep bleep. I can't even say the word because I'm really very religious and really into the Bible. Women, when a man take you out, he don't have to take you to a five-star restaurant. He don't have to buy you a new outfit. He don't have to get your nails done and all that stuff because it's not about that. It's not monetary. It's not about how much money he spend or how much money he spend on you that night. He's taking you out on a date. He's trying to get to know you. Now, he can't take you to a cheap restaurant. He should take you to somewhere decent. You're right. He should take you somewhere decent. But all that other stuff towards getting your outfit and getting your hair done and getting your nails done and stuff like that, no, it's about getting to know that person to see if that person is good enough to be in your life in the future. Maybe you go a date 2 or date 3 if that person's a good person. Like I said, read the Bible. It's not about monetary. It's not about how much money he spent on that date. Some women want a guy to take them on a trip on the first date. It's ridiculous. But I'm not going to go there. You have to watch these videos and see what I'm talking about. Now, women, you need to stop doing that. Let a man take you to, I don't care if it's a coffee house. I don't care. As long as it's a decent place where you can talk, where you can get to know that person. That's what it's about. It's not about this. Now, men, you can't take a woman to McDonald's. You can't take a woman where it's just certain places that, you just can't take a woman to. Take the woman to someplace decent. And then y'all have a conversation. Y'all get to know each other. Get to know each other's beliefs. Get to know everything about each other. And then y'all can see if it's worth going on a second date. See, people need to take time to get to know each other. Don't rush and jump in bed or marriage just like that. Don't marry a guy because he's making $10 million a year because how much money he make. Because that could, I'm not going to say this, that could be the worst person in the world for you. Like I said, I was watching this video on TikTok. Her name is Keisha. God, she looks young. I don't know how old she is, so I'm not going to say that. But she makes a lot of sense. Now, some things I disagree with her, but most of the things she talk about, I agree with. Now, once you get to know that person, say you go through 3 or 4 dates, and say a year down the road, I think that's a comfortable time. You decide to, and just that's your boyfriend and that's your girlfriend. I'm gonna say it like that. Now, say you do move in together, but you shouldn't have sex because that's against the Bible. Like I said, read the Bible. Everything starts with the Bible. Now, if you do, whoa, my lighting. If you do move in together, say she's making $100,000 a year, and this is another problem that people are having. It. The man is making $100,000 a year. Like I said, go to the Bible. Don't be selfish. A woman believes, especially the way a lot of girls are raised, that men are the provider and men are the protector. Nothing wrong with that. Now, when they say provide, a lot of women take it overboard. This is the problem. A lot of women believe men should pay everything. Now, think about what I said. The man is making 100,000. The woman is making 100,000. The woman, don't be selfish. I know you're used to a man paying everything, but if you're making 100,000, he's making 100,000, and he's willing to come home. I know both of you guys are tired, but y'all need to work together when y'all get home. And guess what? When it comes to the bills, maybe work together. I'm not saying 50-50, but you should want to help him, to take some stress off him towards paying all the bills, especially if you make as much as him. Nothing wrong with that at all. Don't be selfish. Read the Bible. Do not be selfish. And I mean that happens a lot. And I'm watching a lot of videos. A lot of videos are talking about that right there. Basically, girls are saying that, no, I'm not paying nothing. He should pay everything. Like I said, if you're not working, of course, it's going to happen that way. But if you're making as much as your boyfriend, then you should try to help him out as well. I ain't saying 50-50. Because my father, I got one brother and two sisters. My mother did not work. My father, I could see the stress on his face. He had to come home and make sure we ate every night. He had to pay all the bills. He had to do everything financially. Yet my mother stayed at home and took care of us. She disciplined us at home. And this is my next subject I'm leading to. And she took care of all the house stuff, make sure we got to school on time and things like that. But yet, a woman only could do so much. A wife only could do so much. I'm talking about marriage now. A wife only could do so much, because sometimes as the kids start to grow, they will start to disrespect their mother, especially if they don't have a father figure. Now, if you got a father figure, this is what the father is for. And this is something that I listened to Keisha say, and it makes so much sense. The kids love their mother, but they respect their father. That's why you need both. A woman can whoop the child, a woman could do this and all this stuff, but sometimes it gets out of hand. The father will step in and make sure it don't totally get out of hand, because usually, I hate to say it like this, I know I'm going to get some pushback on this, but I was one of them. I feared my father. I'm being honest with you. I didn't fear my mother. I feared my father. Because my father came home and my mother called him and said, Byron, that's my name, is not doing so, and he's acting bad, and he broke this and that. My father would come home and give me a look. He gave me a look like he was going to kick my you-know-what. So we only tested my mother so far. That's what I'm saying. Because we knew my father was in the picture. That's why you need them both in the picture, because usually kids love their mother. The mother would nurture the kids, but yet they respected the father. Don't get me wrong, they respected the mother, but they will lose respect for the mother if they did not have a father figure as they get older. Believe it or not. I know you hate for me to say this, but it happens that way sometimes. You need them both in the house, working together, raising those kids. I'm telling you, that's what we went through, but we were very poor too. So I just want to add that to it. And one of the last things I want to bring up is it's hard to live with someone. It really is. It's hard to live with something. I know people don't want to admit it, but it's hard to move in. I don't care if your friend, a guy moving in with you, your partner, I don't care if your family moving in with you all of a sudden, and just living with your family is tough, because everybody just don't get along. As simple as that. Now, with that being said, a husband and wife, you're going to get into arguments. You're going to get into disagreements. You're going to get into confrontations. But guess what? You have to communicate, and it's okay for both parties to be right. Because a lot of times you have a conversation and you disagree with that person, but guess what? When y'all really think about it, you both guys are saying the right thing, but y'all just not saying it the right way. So y'all kind of bumping heads a little bit. That happens in relationships. You're going to have that night and day. You're going to disagree and stuff like that. But just remember, both parties can be right. All somebody got to do is say, okay, I hear what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. And you are right what you're saying. Now let me voice my opinion. This is the way I think about the situation. Now, if you still can't disagree, just say we agree to disagree. I love you, but we're going to do it your way. You see, I did that. We're going to do it your way. We're going to try it your way and see what happens. And try it. That way, a lot of things won't lead to arguments and fights and stuff like that, and people just separating. The guy just going on his way. I can't live with this girl like that. No, you have to communicate. Now, with that being said, some people don't want to communicate if it do not affect the wife and the kids. It just affect that one humanly body. Some people, you know, I'm telling you, tell me if I'm wrong. They just want to hold it in and they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to communicate. Don't force them to communicate if they don't want to do it. You're going down a slippery slope. You're going down something can go extremely south. I'm serious. Just let them hold it in. Eventually, they will get over it. If, like I said, if it's not affecting your kids or the wife not affecting the husband, then just let them just go by themselves in the next room and just burn that whole thing by themselves if they really don't want to do it. Because if you force communication, a lot of people do this. A husband come home, what's wrong with you, girl? What's wrong with you? All of a sudden she'll say nothing. And he'll keep on pushing it and keep on pushing it and keep on pushing it, and it leads into an argument. I want to end this video by saying, please like, subscribe, and share my video. Like I said, I'm 64 years old. I'm trying to use some wisdom to help out the young people in this world. I'm trying to make a difference. So please like, subscribe, and share my video, and hit that bell button so my videos can get to you. And remember, I want to end with this sentence right here. Mostly all your answers are in the Bible. Thank you. I love you, and goodbye.